No, he's got an abscessed tooth. So I guess maybe, yeah, if you want to, probably wishes he was under the weather instead of having something like that.
That's something that maybe just a 24-hour.
I will see when he's getting it worked on.
Is that like dental surgery or that he has to go through, or just like?
How am I supposed to know that?
You go to dental school?
Yeah.
How about Laureano, just another day, or?
No, it's, I got a feeling he's, we're going to take it day to day, but it's still biting at him.
Still a possibility for an IL?
Yeah, I think down the road, because it's actually turned more in from back to oblique area now, so that, that happens. I don't know, we'll just go day to day and see where he's at, kind of like we did Austin.
With the abscess tooth, what did he call yesterday and say?
No, he was found out about it this afternoon.
Did he come here?
No, his wife called. I don't know if they didn't ask if it was bothering him yesterday or something, it could have been, and then got to a point where they had to do something.
What are the biggest advantages of having AJ Minter back?
It's just, AJ's pitched a lot of high leverage innings over the last few years, and just good to get the stability and kind of like what you're getting with him. So I'm glad he feels good. He threw good on his rehabs, and it's just getting a guy of that quality in your back in your bullpen is a good thing.
Minter and the other guys are wearing the Chavez shirts. How nice is that to see the guys rally around Jesse? And
Yeah.
It's a good case for the All-Star game.
No, it's awesome. You know what? You look at his numbers, and they're right there with a lot of them that are going to make that club. I think I mentioned in last week or whatever that, he's kind of put himself in the running. We'll see where it goes.
Did you get that campaign started?
I'm sorry?
Did you get that
I
campaign?
don't have no idea. I doubt it.
We've talked a lot
They've
about
got a T-shirt though. All of a sudden, it takes about 2 hours to get a T-shirt made.
We've talked a lot about Reynaldo Lopez and his confidence. He just says he feels more confident each game. Is there anything or main aspects you can pinpoint in games that you see from your perspective that showcase kind of a progression of confidence increasing?
Yeah, just the ability he pitches and to get out of jams and maneuver through games that he's grind. He's had a few games where he had to grind through like they all do, but how he gets through those type of games and can make pitches and manage the game to where gives you a chance to win. Does a lot of things that, a really good starter does. And I've seen that as much as, like you always look at when it's just not going easy for him. And it hasn't been every outing, but I think just he's getting into that routine, the starter mentality, the starter routine, and his just ability to not have, be on point a game and still win and give you a chance to win.
Would he still be an option to pitch on Sunday on regular rest against the Phillies, or is he out for that series?
Who?
Ronaldo.
You know what? I think he's going to go. Yeah, he is an option.
Okay.
For Adam to have, I think, base hits in the past 3 games, feel like he's coming around, or do you see something that
Yeah, no, it's been better. Like I said, it's just you never know when guys, they struggle and they keep working, and all of a sudden they square one up good or have a game-winning hit like he did, and all of a sudden that can just be something that vaults a guy into a nice little streak. So, hopefully that's the case here.
Are you hoping that Michael starts running by the end of this homestand?
I'm not putting any expectations or whatever. I just passed him in the hall a little bit ago, and he says I think he's feeling great. So I got to think that that's something that's coming up here before long.
Anything else? All right.
Okay, thank you.
So we were talking to Laureano in there. He says now he's feeling better. Has there been progress?
Well, yeah, but it's not better enough to play or well enough to play. He can't run, can't swing yet, but he's feeling better. As It's good, but he's still a ways away with those things. As we know, they're just so time-consuming, and it's hamstrings and obliques are just something you can't rush, and they're painfully slow to get well.
How encouraging is it to see the start Ian had the other day, and then also Smith Shawver's going to start his rehab now?
It's good. No, it's great. To see them both back competing, which is good. They still got to, obviously Ian's got a ways to go yet, and so does AJ. He's kind of, they all been down so long that, they got to kind of build back up.
What was the report on Ian? The numbers were pretty
Good. No, the reports were good. Stuff's good, and everything, I think, is right where, they wanted him to be when they're doing that. The numbers look good.
Do you have any update on the process with Orlando Arcia's absence?
Yeah, no, he's not coming in today. He's still really uncomfortable. He pulled a tooth, and there's a lot of infection, and he's not feeling real good. So, I think they sent him some protein drinks and stuff like that, so he can, just get something in him. That's going to be another thing too. He's going to go a few days and not going to be able to chew or eat anything. But he's still pretty, sore and with the infection and everything, and the extraction of the tooth.
Because he won't be able to eat when he does come back, is that going to be like a little conditioning process?
Oh, yeah, we just have to wait and see. That's why I know George sent over, have somebody send over some, those protein shakes and stuff like that, just to keep something in him. So it's just, you'll just have to wait and see. I know Ozzie even said he had talked to him and he wasn't feeling very good because there's evidently kind of, a lot of infection in there.
Michael Harris said that he ran for the first time today, just kind of a jog. Is that still just kind of day-by-day process?
Yeah, and again, like the hamstrings and, we talked about, I saw him doing some exercises and drills and stuff like that, but, he's still a ways away from going out any kind of rehab. But it's good that he's finally kind of headed in that direction.
To be able to have a guy like Kelenic to fill in for Michael and not be that big, not be a real drop-off defensively.
No, it's been really good, both offensively and defensively. He's making really nice plays. He's getting good jumps. The routes are good. He's done a great job from going from 9 to 1, which is a pretty big jump, I guess, depending on what way you go at it. Go the back door, it's not that far, maybe. But no, I think it's been really good for us, and so it's nice to see.
When you acquired him, thinking then to now defensively, has he kind of exceeded your expectations just with all the plays he has made?
I didn't really have I didn't have any really expectations. I just saw him in spring training. He's a really talented kid and had, the skills are really good. His arm's strong and accurate, and he's got good speed. Gets, let's say, good outfielder. I don't think it bothers him because, we played him a little bit in right too, and it doesn't matter to him. He's an outfielder, and he'll play in any of them. But, yeah, it's been better than I thought, honestly. You never know what to think till you actually, you can watch video and all that till you see him live, and it's been really good. He's done a great job.
Seems like anecdotally, everybody's dealing with injuries, like not only to their pitchers but position players this year. What is? I'm curious if you've talked to other managers about that, or if anybody has any word.
I don't know that anybody has any answers. Because like I say, we all go through it. Everybody does, and I don't know. And nobody does. When I talk to them, it's just part of the game, and probably, I don't know if these guys are in better shape and better conditioned and stronger and everything, but that's just, I think, part of it.
Snit, the guys in the back are doing a story on playing on the 4th of July. Can you just talk about...
On what now?
On the 4th of July. There's a story back there. Just what it means to be able to go out there on the 4th and how much you guys enjoy playing on a holiday like that.
Yeah, it's always a big day, I think. For our country, and I don't know, the 4th is, there's always a lot of all the banners and the fireworks, and it's a special day, and I think everybody enjoys playing, and just all the pregame stuff that they have, and so yeah, I think it's just always one of those big days that you know, summer's here.
Anything else? Let's
Okay, thanks.
Was Arcia at least able to come to the stadium today?
No, still kind of screwed up with the infection.
Is it now, at this point in time, are you hoping those protein shakes are?
Yeah, but that's I think about all he's getting in him right now is kind of shakes and soup and things like that. So we're hoping maybe he'd get over here today and move around a little bit. So we'll hope to get him out here tomorrow. Hopefully, you know, stays today and then feels good enough to come out and move around some tomorrow.
If he doesn't progress, would it be an IL situation?
Well, yeah, you know, something we're probably going to have to consider down the road, I think. We're just hoping, you know, every day he gets a little more healed up and feels better.
Anything new at all on Ramon or Michael Harris?
No, yeah, Michael's out working out now. I mean, they're just, I know Laureano still feels it when they put him to the, you know, the test. And they're not going to turn him loose until it's pain-free, because as we know, they gig it another time, then it's even more, so.
Sale, I think, used the word spark plug to describe Kelenic. Does it seem like he's kind of brought that, a little bit of that energy and now kind of looks a little more comfortable than
No,
maybe-
I think he does. I think he does. I think he's more confident in his at-bats. I think he's going up there expecting to do good. And it's good. You know, it's not going to happen every night. I mean, he's it's obviously, but, you know, but I think he's kind of feeling good about where he's at and like I say, expects to do good, which is a really good thing.
How much could, you guys needed him in that leadoff spot, how much could the sense of responsibility maybe have helped him, like knowing that he's got a defined role and knowing where you need him?
Yeah,
Maybe-
no, I think that can do a lot for a guy, you know, that they come up and realize that you have a lot of confidence in them and feel like that about them. And I think that's, you know, some guys respond to it and some don't. And he's have certainly responded to it. And I think it can be a good thing.
Mentor was walking around fine. He has no limitations today. Mentor.
Oh, no, yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he's fine. He, I know I saw him in the weight room doing everything, and he was good.
He said he was glad that his shins are stronger than Jesse's.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a few comments made about that.
Mentor was talking about how the bullpen, you know, it's been solid while he was out, but he said the bullpen's only as good as the starters. He was, like you've talked about,
Yeah.
They go deep, it makes their job so much easier.
No, it does. Yeah, everybody is, you know, that's the key. Man, if your starters are pitching the majority of the innings, you're probably going to be doing pretty well. But these guys have, you know, they've responded in all the, for me, in all the situations, you know, short starts, good starts, whatever. I mean, they've done, I think, a really, really good job as a whole. The whole group has.
If you look at Sale, he's like almost at 100 innings now. He's got 11 wins. I mean, he's not that far off what he was in his years where he pitched 220 to 230
Right.
innings. I mean,
No, I mean, and it looks really good. I mean, he's strong as ever right now, I feel. And, you know, hopefully he keeps it going. I think he's probably realized over the years how to, you know, get through that. And, you know, you got to alter some things. And I think guys, you know, especially starting pitching, I mean, they have to learn how to back off the throttle a little bit in between. I think that's the key, too, is realizing you can do that and still be effective. You know, some guys, they grow up and they pitch and they got to be full throttle in between and things, and that's just, it doesn't last that way. You can't do that. And I think it takes guys a while to figure that part of it out.
You look at the offensive numbers down for pretty much everybody and a lot of stars struggling this year. Where is the velocity stuff and spin that the average pitcher has compared to maybe when you were a third base coach?
I don't know. I remember guys throwing really hard and having really good breaking balls, and you know, I think it's probably a product of the whole thing as far as the hitting approach is different than it used to be. Things like that probably are as much to do with it as the actual, you know, the velocity and the spin rates and the new pitches and all that, and the chasing strikeouts, and guys used to chase contact to have easy innings, and now they're chasing strikeouts, and guys are chasing homers. That's probably all goes hand in hand.
George Brad was talking about that. He was talking about how he'll take his approach, he'll go to the grave thinking his approach is better than the launch angle that some coaches are teaching, some guys are teaching themselves and staying.
Yeah, no, I God bless him, because that was pretty good, man, for those guys. You're talking about Hall of Famers talking about approach. Chipper comes in here, talk to him when he's here, and he talks about playing the game and approach and playing, the scoreboard and things like that. And when you're looking at the hitting aspects of it, it's really interesting to talk to those guys that knew what they were doing. And yeah, I totally, he's spot on.
Were you sore this morning?
No, not really. Not really. I mean, I got a lot of texts.
I bet you did.
I didn't watch TV all morning because I said I'm not going to watch this thing again. And my son sent me a video of it.
Did you ever get smoked like that in the third base coaching box?
Yeah, I had my wrist broke. Ugla broke my wrist. Gaddis hit me in the... Ugla hit me more than once, if I remember right. He hit me in the thigh. He broke my wrist. Gaddis hit me in the ankle. I used to ask him, I can't even imagine coaching third base with Gary Sheffield and guys like that at the plate. When you're down the line with a guy at second. But I got smoked a few times. I'm getting hit. That was like third or fourth time. I'm kind of my fault. That's where I stand.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah, that's on me.
Make you think about.
Well, I'm glad that hit me, because Matt said that if it didn't hit him, it was probably going to square him up if it didn't hit me. So I said, well, I'm a hell of a lot easier to replace than he is. So I'm glad it hit me.
Do you wear protection, say anywhere you do?
Nope. I may borrow my grandson's.
Did you as a third base coach?
No.
Well, speaking on behalf of men everywhere, how in the hell did you smile and laugh after that without protection?
Yeah, I know. Well, it hit me right below the belt.
Okay.
A little high.
Okay.
That really did hurt. I mean, I kind of tensed up.
What'd you say to Ozzy?
Oh, I know. He came up like, that young kid that was sorry about something. I just told him it was okay. Put my arm around him, told him it was okay. He felt worse than me, I think. He's such a good kid.
Also staring at him behind you.
Yeah.
You've seen that.
Well, it's kind of like, I remember Dansby hit me in the back of the head a few years ago, and I know he felt really bad about it, too.
Everyone was laughing about it. Chris Sale came with a bat rack and still kept that concentrated look. Everyone's laughing around him.
Yeah.
When they realized you're okay.
Well, he's pitching. He's locked in.
Anything else?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Remember Dan's